Again, welcome back to my channel Server Gyan. My name is Dr. Lokendra Singh, and today we are going to discuss about very important and most frequently asked question these days related to EC2. So we are going to begin with it. So as we know that definitely we have to create instance. So there are a couple of options which we need to keep in mind. Although I have already explained these options, but though even there is a such option which I'm going to explain today, that is going to be very important, right? So the very first thing here is whatever image you would like to have, whatever image you would like to choose, you can choose. These are two AMIs. First of all, this is going to be x86 64-bit, and second one is going to be ARM. So this is going to make a very big difference in your cost, moreover the performance, and obviously like new T4 or C6G, R6G. So these sort of instances are going to be available with ARM type. Otherwise, by default, you can opt in x86 64-bit. For this tutorial, I'm going to take Ubuntu. Now, obviously, we have these type of instances, and if we talk about that ARM, so ARM is supported for these type of instances like T4G. Moreover, down the line, we will have here like C6G. Moreover, we will have here R5G, M5G, M6G. So they are the instance type which we have for ARM processor, right? So that is something that which we need to keep in mind, that different type of hardware is available for different type of AMIs, right? Next we are going to talk about, so this is the option like how many instances we are going to provision, purchasing option we have. So we have different purchasing option, like we have on demand, we have reserve instances, we have savings plan, and like these are the purchasing options which we have, right? On moreover, obviously we have spot instances as well. So guys, along with these options, so we have a very important topic to discuss, which is going to be stop and hibernate behavior. So this is going to be very important. So moreover, in interview, people like to ask that what is shutdown behavior. So shutdown behavior, there are two behavior by default. So usually people like to ask during interview, so what is the shutdown behavior which you keep in your production environment? So guys, that is always going to be stopped, because if due to any maintenance activity or due to some other reason, if we are going to keep it as terminate, and during our maintenance activity, if we have to stop the instance, then definitely it is going to be terminated. So that is why, in order to ensure this thing that the instance will not be terminated, we will be in condition to start it back. So we are going to keep it stop. Now there is one more interview question, guys, that what is stop hibernate behavior? So what does it mean? So guys, as we know that there are different type of applications which we use into production environment. Some of the applications are there which are memory intensive, some are CPU intensive application. Some applications are there, let us say we have Elasticsearch, or we might have Varnish server, we might have Redis server. So these sort of applications are going to store their data on to the uh, RAM. Most of data is loaded onto RAM, and from memory itself this data is served. So what if you are going to reboot your server? So it means all the data which is available on RAM, that will be lost. But what if you have really huge amount of data, and now you do not want to lose that, or moreover you want that whenever server comes back, so each and every object which is loaded onto RAM right now, so that should be loaded even after reboot. So this option can be opted there. So if we enable this option, so what it is going to do? So first of all, it is going to enable the hibernation. So this space is allocated on the root volume to store the instance memory. It means whatever data you have into your RAM, so that data will be loaded, or will be stored onto your root volume, or you can say that root disk device, wherever your operating system is created. So your operating system is going to store every single object from RAM to hard disk. And obviously, let us say you are going to have 32 GB of RAM into your operating system, or maybe 500 GB of RAM into your operating system. So whatever size of RAM you have, so you will have to ensure that at least that much amount of disk you will have to keep always free in order to enable this option. Why it is so? Because if your RAM is fully loaded and you are going to reboot your server, so at that moment when your server will be rebooted, so you will have to ensure this thing, that when your operating system is going to write the data onto disk, so that disk should have sufficient disk space available. Otherwise, obviously this option is not going to work out for you, right? Moreover, you cannot add additional volume You cannot additional volume in order to store this data. That data will be stored onto your root volume only. Moreover, in order to use hibernation, if you are going to select this option, then you need to keep this thing in mind that root volume has to be encrypted as well. It means if your volume, which is root, if that is there, so it means you will have to ensure that the particular volume is encrypted, right? So these sort of things you need to keep in mind in order to ensure that yes, you are going to enable this hibernate option, right? So remaining options we have already discussed, so that was the only single thing which I wanted to discuss within this video. That is it for now. Thank you so very much. Have a good time and happy learning. If you have any questions, so please do let me know. I would love to respond to that. Thank you very much. Have a good time. Happy learning.